Hello children, I once again welcome you. Okay, so what is the topic which we are seeing? Separation of substance. In that, decantation. What is that process? Decantation. So, decantation is the process of separation of liquids which is present in the top layer from the bottom solid layer. See here, what is this? And see here, so you have it, right? So after sedimentation, what happens? The solid impurities will settle down. Now taking out this liquid is called as decantation. So removing the liquid, that is the water, from this insoluble particle. So this process is called as decantation. Now you are clear about decantation? Yes. So in sedimentation we get the insoluble particles which settles down at the bottom, and in the top you have the clean layer, that is the liquid. Down will be having impure solid, in the top we will be having liquid. So the process of removing, that is the separating the liquid from the solid, is called as decantation. Now tell me whether these two processes are interrelated or not. Tell me yes or no. Yes. So miscible, I said you right, I'll tell you about miscible and immiscible. So listen, the liquids which mix together in all proportions and form a single layer is called miscible. Nothing but the substance, the liquid which mix well with water. If you are adding to, it would mix well. They are called as miscible. Example is alcohol in water. See here, if we mix alcohol with water, both of them mixes together and it will be only one layer. If you see that, you will be able to see only one layer. So these type of substance are called as miscible. So which mix together well and give only single layer is called as miscible. And one more thing, example is vinegar. Acetone in water, vinegar in water. So they are able to mix together. So we are able to see only one is there. By seeing it, we are not able to say that both of them are mixed. So we need to taste it until. So what is the next thing? Immiscible. So immiscible liquids are those which won't mix together to give a single phase. Which won't mix together to give a single phase. Example, oil and water. See here, if we mix oil and water, whether the oil mixes with water? No. So due to its density difference, the oil will stay up and the water will be down. So what these types of liquids are called as immiscible liquids. Yes or no? So miscible means they are able to mix together and will be like only one phase. And immiscible, they do not mix together and they will be in separate phases. See here, so water and oil stay separately. So they do not mix together to give a single phase. So now you understood about the miscible and immiscible. So now going back into it, see here, decantation is the process of separation of liquid from solid and other immiscible. So the things which do not mix with the water. So the liquid is separated from the solid and other immiscible liquids. So this removing process is called as decantation. Now children listen, are you clear with decantation and sedimentation? Yes or no? Decantation and sedimentation, are you clear? Okay. If you are clear, very good. If not, clarify with me. Okay. And next thing. So I am going to show you an decantation funnel. What is this? Decantation funnel. So see here, this is an decantation funnel. So what is this? I am going to first tell you about this apparatus, about these parts. So what is this first one? Stopcock. Stopcock is nothing but it is an opener. So if we turn this opener, the liquids will flow down and we are able to off it. And next thing, what is it? Water and then kerosene oil. And what is this funnel called as? Separating funnel. Now in this funnel we have poured a mixture of kerosene and water. What we had poured inside? We had poured a mixture of kerosene and water. So a mixture of kerosene and water is there inside this funnel. Now we need to separate the water from kerosene. Whether kerosene mixes with water, tell me that first. Whether kerosene mixes with water. Yes or no? No. So at first there will be some collisions. So by keeping it as it is for some times, what happens? So the water will be stored down due to its higher density and the kerosene will stay on the top. Kerosene will stay on the top. Now we need to separate it both. So what to do? By opening the stopcock, the water will flow down. The water will flow down. We are able to collect the water, and inside this funnel what will be left out? Kerosene will be left out in this funnel. So this decantation funnel can be used for separating a mixture of two different liquids. Are you clear? So decantation funnel can be used for separating mixture of two different types of liquids. So the water which has the higher density, it stays in the bottom, and kerosene, it stays on the top. So we have two distinct layers. How many layers we have now? Two layers. Water which is there in the down and kerosene which is there in the top. So now by using this stopcock, the water flows out and kerosene will be left out in it. So now we have separated both the kerosene and the water. Shall we go to the next one? So what is the next process? Filtration. What is it? Filtration. I know that you are very much familiar with this filtration. Yes or no? Yes, you do the filtration of tea, coffee in a house. So I hope that you all would have seen that. So filtration is the process of separating suspended solid matter from a liquid. So solid matter and liquid are mixed together. We are separating the solid matter from the liquid. See here. So we use the filter which is there in the house. But for the physical and biochemical purpose, we use filter papers. We use filter papers. Okay. See here we have a mixture of sand and water. We have a mixture of sand and water in a beaker. So what is this? We use here filter paper. Normally children, just note it down. We use for the practical appliances Whatman filter paper. We use Whatman. WHATMANN. What is that? WHAT what? MANN. Whatman filter paper. So this is used for the purpose of researchers and then for the students, those who are doing their projects. So they use what filter paper? They use to filter the liquids. For that filtering purpose, they use Whatman filter paper. So, but in our household use, we use that normal filters which is there in our house. So we have a mixture of sand and water. So we take a filter paper, fold it and make it as a cone. Take the filter paper, fold it and make it as a cone by keeping it inside a funnel. We have a funnel and one more beaker here. So now we pour the mixture of sand and water inside it. So what happened? Inside the pores, The water comes out, but what's stuck into it? The solid waste residues stuck into it, and we get only a pure filtrate. After filtering, the final one which we get is called as filtrate. So are you clear with filtration? So by using filter papers or filters, we used to separate the solid particles from the liquid particles. This is called as filter. Example, you may keep in your mind tea filtering itself. So we will get what? Tea. Tea is called as filtrate, and the waste, that solid tea wastes are called as residues. So this tea which we get as a final product is a filtrate, and the waste is called as residue. So what is the next process, children? Evaporation. What is it? Evaporation. So evaporation is the process by which water changes from liquid to gas or vapor state. So liquid, what is the liquid state? Water. Water changes from liquid state to vapor state is called as evaporation. So have you seen boiling water? Water which is boiling there in your house. What happens? So when water starts to boil, it reaches the vapor state and the water gets evaporated. See here. What is the example? Daily the evaporation process takes place, children. So the water which is there in river, pond, seas, lake, etc. are evaporated due to the heat from the sun and reaches the clouds. Reaches the clouds in the form of water vapor. Why this evaporation is important? For what purpose? Are you able to guess anything? Yes, now tell me, where do we use this evaporation process? Yes, that I'll give you an hint, that we used to normally add daily in your food. It will be white in color. It will be white in color. We used to daily add that in your food while eating. It gives taste to the food. What is it? Any guesses? Very good. Salt. So by the process of evaporation only we are able to get the salt. See here. Yes or no? So the sea water will be set in separate ponds, will be collected in separate ponds and let it to evaporate for few days, and let it to evaporate for some days. After evaporation we are able to get only the salt. We are able to get the salt. Yes or no? Yes. So where it is used? For getting salt, and it is also useful for some other separation process also. So the main thing is we used to get the salt by the process of evaporation. So the water which is collected in these ponds will be evaporated. And what would remain there? Salt would remain there, and we will collect that salt. Okay. So children, I hope up to this you are clear. Yes or no? What we now, shall I ask you a question? Okay. I am giving you a camper. Do you know what is mean by camper? Yes, and some magnets with you. How will you separate the camper and magnet? How will you separate camper and magnet? Yes, hand picking method. If that magnet is iron fillings, if the magnet fillings is there, whether you are able to separate it with the help of your hands? What did you use there? We can use a, yes, very good, we can use magnet. So if you have some iron, so that to the iron what happens? The magnet will stick to the iron. So we are able to separate the camper and magnet. So the only thing is we can think what we can do there. Okay. So what are the topics we have covered? Decantation, and then sedimentation, filtration, and then evaporation. So these are all the 4 topics which we had covered in today's class. So children, if you have any doubts, clarify your doubts with me. Go through the book. Okay. Thank you for listening the class. Have a nice day.